Since ancient times, rivers have given birth to some of the greatest civilizations on this planet. This is the Yellow River, China's mother river. Kaifeng has been flooded numerous times by the Yellow River, sometimes catastrophically so. But every single time, they rebuilt the city back on its previous location. And it's particularly obvious here on the city wall. For example, this is a ramp for horses from the Qing dynasty roughly 200 years ago. But right beneath my feet are even more layers of even earlier buildings.
过去呢，这个地方途中呢是一个驼队，说明当时北宋的这个开封城城市化的程度非常高。
那我看这还有几个人在这儿，这是
应该在
吃面呢，还是喝酒呢？
这是因为它是交通十字路口嘛。这个地方呢，有的人早上出来还没顾上吃早点呢，是吧？要上路了，吃饱饭啊，他就要先在这里打个尖。你看有这个正在出城的这个牵着这个骆驼的驼队他们是从西域来的商人，到东京城来做生意的。
那时候的外国人。
对，
就那时候日子过得已经特别丰富，其实跟咱们现在的生活
跟我们今天一样，这样
这就像像 WiFi 什么的。
那么这种彩楼欢门呢，是当时这种脚店的一种独特的标志就让人离大老远一看就知道哦，这里有吃饭喝酒的地方，可以歇脚。
打一个大广告。
对，是个广告牌子。而且晚上挂完灯以后，霓虹灯闪烁是吧？老远就能够看到，还很漂亮。
那有些时候古人比咱们的美观还是更
强。宋代的人还是非常讲究生活的品味的。这个运粮的船本身就很宽大，除了运粮的船之外，还有运货的，还有运人的客船。那么这些船呢，川流不息，所以汴河两岸当时呢，可以说是每天呢都是有大量的船只在这里往来穿梭。
咱们老说堵车，其实是
当时是堵船。所以当时的朝廷有一个大臣就说嘛，说这个国家呀不可一日无汴河，汴河一旦中断，整个国家就会陷入到无粮可吃，就要崩溃的这样一种境地。是非常危险和非常困难的，其实是为了交通的方便，开封的城内的这个桥呢分成两种，一种是有脚桥，就是这个桥是带桥墩的， 就为了指示一下当时的风速和这个风力。这里就是宋朝的勾栏瓦寺。
是什么意思啊？
勾栏瓦寺啊，就是宋朝表演各种绝活杂技的地方。他们正在表演呢。
对，这个能玩吗？
这个不能玩，要站到这个里边当个靶子可以，你愿意吗？
Not quite sure I want to do this. After all, I just met the guy. 是这个意思吗？
啊，对，就是这样，腿分开一点就可以。好，就是这样，把手臂伸直来。咱们先飞的是裤裆里这一把啊。
不
啊！
您真扔啊？准吗？
50%左右。
别切掉东西了啊！
你放心，我会帮你留着的。
OK， 扔吧。哦。Oh my god! Oh my word! 哇！ I don't think I want to do this ever again. It's like a bunch of landmines.
你好，欢迎您，太太，你看这一件，都是这个北宋官窑一个标准器，这是一个荷叶豆，它要做了一个很自然而然的一个器皿，所以它仿生荷叶上面是大的，下面是小的。
看它有好多小裂缝，这是它的一个特点吗？
是，但是在烧造过程当中呢，胎和釉它这个生长系数不一样，会造成一种开片，像冰块开片一样，手摸不出来的。
对，
就摸出来。
对。
现在你触摸都是1000年的文明了。
Wow, put it back. We can't break it. Looks pretty easy, but it's actually very difficult. You really do need to have in mind what you want to make before you start trying to turn this inanimate lump of clay into something as beautiful as that. But it's a very gratifying experience.
抱泥头，
抱泥头，
用各种方式把它按结实。让我看一看，不行，
不行。
让你听你的话，因为你的可塑性啊，像听话的孩子一样，你手别跟着转。
It was a little bit like driving. You've got to know how to steer and have your feet on the accelerator at the same time. It's all about coordination.
不要着急，心要静，不要慌，要开心，爱他，抱紧他。
The more I love this clay, the worse it becomes. 哎呦呦呦呦呦呦呦！ definitely feels better the second time round. You've got to have patience. They say practice makes perfect, but this requires so much practice. Oh my god, look at this! Can't believe I actually made one. Thickness is not quite even, but at least the shape is there.就不是一次性上，
不是一次2次上釉，所以这个上釉的时候呢，就是又分3个阶段，1、2、3，拐回来4，
OK
出来以后然后停进去，你试试。放在这个位置。
期待我的那个碗长得什么样子？
开窑。也可以，最完美的。
哇 ！Oh my god! Wow, look at it!
你这个最完美。
Gorgeous. This is mine.
里面怎么样？
漂亮，真的完美哇！他一直在想，
天籁之音呢，出来这个产品多了以后呢，会叮当叮当会更多。
对，已经开始就像听海螺似的。那他这个裂纹是一直在裂吗
？1000多年，你不在了，他还得开片。
These days, we drink tea in the form of leaves or tea bags, but in the past, everybody drank tea as bricks. So in order to drink proper Song Dynasty style tea, first, I need to break up these tea bricks just by grinding them down.
平软的，第一个呢是要练你的耐心。你看您手扎粘了，一会儿呢一加水，很烫很烫的会烫到你手。所以说呢，我们用这个指头来压着展边就行了。然后呢，就这样的不停的击服。对。
啊，行，先把第一步练好，主要是靠手腕。
对，手腕用力。
手腕用力。A bit nervous now that I'm faced with the real thing.
所以说呢，第一汤打泡沫，第二汤把泡沫打得更密实、更细一些。我们再注水的时候呢，第三汤呢还是在打泡沫，和小米一样。
I can't believe there's 5 more. All this for some tea. What were they thinking?
中间已经
中间隆起来。
对，中间起来了。
Okay. It wasn't all for nothing.
今天呢，您已经打得相当好了，因为初次能打成这样子已经很不容易了。宋代时期你们可以讲是吃茶，我们今天的呢是泡的是叶子。如果说更适合我们的这种茶呢，泡出去之后就会化掉了，化掉再打一打，又改变了茶叶的整个里面的结构。我们喝起来呢就会觉得呢就会更抗氧。
真好。
If you want to know today's date, you probably look at a calendar or your phone. But how did the ancients do it? And more importantly, like the farmers behind me, how did they predict accurately enough the changing of the seasons in order to know when to sow and harvest their crop? I've come here to find out how they did it.
“观下来，一个是要制定立法，一个是要指导农耕，还有指导人们的生产和生活。还有一个方面就是说，我们发现陶瓷现在有种植的谷子、黍子和大米，那么什么时候种植？”
那咱们这地上的线是起什么作用？
在古代的时候，它是观测的时候呢，会有一个人站在这儿，只要是这个20个节气里头一个节气，它就会有一束光线顺着那个中缝直接就射过来了，就能射到观测点上。
能站在中间是吗？
可以，它必须是站在这儿，然后去看，通过这个观测缝来看塔尔山。 盘山背后的太阳升起，从盘山背后出一半或者是完全出来的时候，处在哪个缝隙里就是什么节气。如果是太阳出来了，任何一会儿都看不到，那就是一个平常日。实际上观测就这么简单，总结出来这个规律需要经过很长的时间。
By building this observatory and following the movement of the sun, they were able to figure out the rhythm of the seasons. The king was a bridge between heaven and earth. Thus, this gave him the power and the authority to rule over his domain and bring prosperity to his people. Look at this. What do you think these are? They're not oranges, they're not peaches or apples either. These are persimmons. They're a kind of fruit that's native to China. And every year during the solar term of Frost's descent, these persimmons are ripe for the picking. There we go. This 柿子不是它还硬的吗？这个没熟吧？
没熟的，
那摘它干什么呀？
加工食品。这个， 哎，
有什么技巧啊？
得这个刀，对，
然后
把这个放到上面往怀里摆。
OK，
这是倒转的。
It's not quite as easy as it looks. Oh, OK. 这就是得糊着来。
哎，糊住的它是柿子。哎，这现在。
Look at that! I think I'm getting the hang of this. 那咱们霜降前后摘的柿子有什么区别？
放姜前期这个柿子还不成熟，叶子气味太高，加工了食品也不好吃。放姜后的柿子也成熟了，甜度糖分大了，下边天气也凉了，那柿子也好吃了。好了，咱们开始刮柿子了。
好。So much work went into making one of these. I'm gonna have to savor this. Oh, it's so sweet. It's super sweet. And if you look at it, the inside, the pulp almost tastes as if it's fresh. Wow.
你要是咱一共坚持到元旦就可以吃上柿子。
Totally worth the wait. It was amazing. So I've come to a place called Chenjiagou, which has become something of a pilgrimage site for Tai Chi enthusiasts around the world. And that's because even though there are many styles of Tai Chi, all of them originate from one style, the Chen style that's found here.
你现在觉得你能站多长时间？
不知道。
不知道。呼吸呢，并且会越来越急促。
My legs are killing me.
两胯放松。
Ow.
就像我父亲他会讲的是，练拳的时候呢，无人当有人；交手的时候呢，反而是有人当无人。所以说，他每一个动作都有他的要求。假如说对方要出一拳过来，这是一个格挡，然后顺势，这个力度就跟着过去。
对，脖子就切断了。
说看上去他是推的，其实他有一个合力。
这时候我需要做什么呀？
这你要感觉对方的力量，
感觉到了之后，
你有没有威胁？说这是最基础的，叫听力，靠身体的变化跟推让，能判断对方的力量的所在。你要找一个进攻的一个漏洞，这就是你保护自己。对方要冲过来的话，一带就行。所以要感知、感觉，同时要控制自己的身体。
就是咱们身上所有的部位，其实都可以起上作用。
分呢，消灭这一方这样子。如果说是你要抓住啊，你上两只手可以，那个时候你还过来。
Okay, I got it. Looks like I won't be using any hand for a while. I have no idea what I was doing. It's like I was breakdancing. That was actually a lot of fun, but it was, wow. I didn't even know that there was a move like that in Tai Chi. I thought it would be a lot more gentle. Looks a lot more rough than I thought it would be. In fact, there's just tons of throwing around.
东方胜。
I hope to last at least 2 seconds. I don't think I'm the opponent for anyone here. Well, let's put what I've learned to the test.
比赛结果，黑方胜。
黑方胜。
Didn't even have time to think, let alone react to what's going on. When you're standing there in the middle of the ring, everything you learned, no matter how much or little, just goes flying out the window, and I go flying out the ring. Yeah, it's a lot harder than I thought. So I heard there's lots of strange houses here in this village, which are actually pit homes, essentially, dug out of the ground. But all I see are just normal houses. Except, oh my word. Okay. 您好，哎，您好，这是您的地坑院是吧？
啊，
哇，怎么下去啊？
抬起来到后边下去这个洞子啊，
这我没看到这有台阶啊。
你再走50步就到了吧？
哪边？
在东边，赶紧给俺下去嘛。
There must be an entrance somewhere. 那边。Oh, would you look at that? Wow, this is ingenious. It's like it's like a stairwell to some kind of underground cellar, or like to a castle or something. Oh, let's give it a try. This is how you enter in style. Whoa. Would you look at this place? This is amazing. 哎，您好，大姐。
啊，你们下来啊？
啊，您这房子太有意思了。
我这房，然后这年头抬这都100多年了，都有200年了。老早的都没有楼房们，就一室出的专门。
哎，咱们这底下和外边的感觉完全不一样。
这那土质好。
哦。
It's very easy to get lost over here. 这地坑园像迷宫似的。
我给你介绍一下，这是我们山竹的3个宝贝，它是我们山竹地坑园营造技艺的传承人。它土里头都有很多东西，因为他们正研究这个地坑。
对，你要把这个天气望到底下湖。
这写的都是咱们地坑院的。
都是地坑。
这原来规模多大？
那是呀。你要这一个是这一个园的主要，这就是接客的。两边这2个脚腰，它是厨房，那是北边，这是孩子们住的。那个地方是卫生口的，这个窑洞是干啥？这个窑洞一侧厕所，一个地坑园就是一个小世界，吃喝拉撒都在里面。
袁老师，咱们这个坡为什么是斜的呀？
它是起一个排水作用，这边高那边低。
对，下雨的时候都跑到这边了。
对。
哦，流到那个。
那个地方有个槽，一个小渠道。
那这后边得有个洞啊。
这有个洞流过去就一直流下去了。
It really is like a different world in here. When I was up on ground level, it felt like I was completely removed from this home. It's out in the open, yet it's incredibly private.
他这呼吸打得非常好，
您这像跳舞似的。
哎，你看，这打得非常有劲儿。
那我能试试做一下吗？
能吧？行，哎，
把这个
先拿这个，把这个挡把给它挡住。
得往里头倒多少啊？
倒慢，倒薄些。哎，再转一圈，嘿，好，成功。
把这个放这儿。
哎，对，
好起来。
哎，好的很。
哦，成功了，
往这里过。
哎，对，好，
就像这样，力气就行了。哎呀，好的很。
山招它有3个点是非常重要。第一个点是火门，第2个招是中间这个坡度，第3个点是后面的烟囱。火走上坡，水走下坡。
就这边火大，这边火小，那做的饭也不一样了，是吧？
那当然是呀。你瞅，为什么你瞅？第一个锅它是正的，哎，正主对美，包围，它各有各的用途。
Imagine having this giant grill in your home. Wow. That is a lot of work for one meal, isn't it? Eh, 那咱们这第一顿菜是什么呀？
咱们第一个这个是蒸锅。蒸锅里边，他说现在蒸的就是这个手板肉，然后八宝饭。
哇，真棒！
对，这个是咱这炒的肉。
对，大馒头，这是肉，这是豆腐。
这个它下面是猪肉。
I've been given the honor of frying the pork, which is quite daunting because it's one of the main dishes
And messing it up wouldn't be just for myself, it would be for everyone. Just waiting for the oil to get to the right temperature now, though. 这需要炸多久啊？
就炸焦就行了。
It is very much the Chinese way of learning to cook. How much salt? Oh, just a pinch. How much is a pinch? I don't know. Figure it out yourself. There's never an exact measurement. Same with the oil too.
油温达到基本上有180度。
180度。
180度基本上6成
啊
，6成到7成之间就可以下了。
明白。
可以下了，可以。
The race against the clock. Feel like I'm competing in MasterChef. 上菜喽！不好意思啊，让大家等了。
这是胡小明家乡的味道，是特别好，难忘。
尤其在地坑院里吃这种饭，那就
啊，对对对对对。
那柴火烧出来真不一样。It's just a bit of a shame that these kinds of courtyards are gradually disappearing. Many of the courtyards I saw before were being abandoned as people moved above ground to modern houses. But this really is a physical legacy of how humankind has managed to not only survive in nature, but also coexist with it. ，traveled along the Yellow River, learning about the marvels of the ancient Chinese. Some had been all but forgotten, but through the industriousness of certain people, they've been reborn, reinvented for the 21st century. From tea ceremony to porcelain, Tai Chi to the 24 solar terms, the wisdom of the ancients lives on.
请记得订阅频道，请记得在影片下方帮我们留言、按赞、分享。